Hello guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. This is Jay. Today we're back and look at this. Mayweather Mikuru. Another those exhibition fights. And I heard about this fight. I didn't know it was happening last night, to be honest. I just happened to be looking online and I saw something about these fights. I'm like, you know, personally, I'm not mad about it. I was reading these, and the only reason I made this video is I saw a lot of people were talking a lot of smack online. So let me put my 2 cents into this. So Mayweather 45, McCurry 30, basically about the same. Just reached 2 inches advantage for Floyd Mayweather, and I actually went and saw the fight, and you know, kind of what I expected out of exhibition fight. You can see Mayweather has tons of experience. McCurry obviously has none, other than just being a fighter. Yeah, but personally, I like the fight. I have a lot of respect for Mayweather. I have a lot of respect for what he has done for boxing, his defensive skills, his records. I know not everybody likes Mayweather, and a lot of people will disagree with me. But personally, I enjoy watching his fights. Obviously at this point, he's just out there making money, and you cannot be mad about it. Obviously, the fight had its moments. It was a little better than I expected. I saw Mayweather. Obviously, he has less muscle density. But he has his moments, and to be honest, I thought it was a pretty decent fight. There was a little bit more action than what I expected, and his opponent actually, you know, has some bad intentions, some of his punches, but let's look into it a little bit. So, Floyd, Money, Mayweather. Still has decent timing. I was looking at it, obviously, he's a lot slower, but he still has decent timing. He still has better defensive skills and much better than some younger fighters out there. One thing that has made his career very different than others, he has not taken a lot of punishment over the years, and I'm not mad about it. He went in there, he fought some great fighters like Canelo. He fought some great fighters like Maradona. There was some great fights. He went and had some controversial fights against Conor McGregor, but nevertheless, he fought some great fighters. Less muscular, which is expected. As you get older, it's actually harder to build muscle. Um, but one thing that made him different, he keeps his weight under control. Like he really does. He normally walks around 150, 155, 145. So that was pretty good for him. And he's taking better good care of himself. And the guy never had a drop of alcohol. He doesn't smoke. So that helps him a lot. I enjoy him seeing going to the body. He's fighting somebody much younger, so go to the body, try to slow him down, and he did, and I really appreciated that. So great attack to the body. He's very patient and intelligent, with his punches. He doesn't waste a lot of energy. He keeps his hands up, so good defensive skills. But he got clipped a couple of times, and he can take a punch. But pretty much what I expect out of this fight. He has good tempo, good timing, knows how to go back and take advantage. He takes always some time analyzing his opponents before he goes in there and goes for the kill. So he's very smart about his punches. So personally, I appreciated the fight. I have a lot of respect what he has done for boxing. He's been very smart, and he's the one that set the difference as far as how much money gets paid. Boxers get paid. So exhibition fights. I know a lot of people get really upset when it comes to exhibition fights. They're like, oh, people are out there just making money. And a lot of times that's what life is all about. Figure out a way to make money. I mean, you know. So I'm not mad about it. So I just don't take them seriously. They are basically for fun. I mean, I've seen the great Julio Cesar Chavez against Jorge Arce. I mean, if you see those fights, I think they fought 2, 3 times. Man, there were exhibition fights, but man, they had more action than, let's say, Canelo Golovkin. The three of them, 1, 2, and 3. If you go watch, and I really recommend fans, if you really want to see some great exhibition fight, go watch the great Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. against Arce, Jorge El Travieso Arce. And man, you're gonna see those were some fun exhibition fights, and then they raise all the money for charity to help people that are struggling with substance abuse. So they're just basically for fun. Good or bad for boxing? I'm not sure. It's truly hard to make a determination. It's very subjective and objective. I mean, personally, Some people are holding exhibition fights just for charity. I appreciate that. Some people are holding exhibition fights because it's an easy way to make a few bucks, and why not? You dedicated your entire life to the sport. You went in there, great defense and great matches, but they still want to see a little bit more of you, and you're able to go there, make half a million, $1 million, which is more than what some active fighters are actually making. Why not? You already did so much for the fans, so you're just there doing it for yourself and your financial future. I mean, you got to keep in mind a lot of these boxers, they got to pay promoters, they got to pay, the boxing commissions, a cut for having the championships, they got to pay their trainers, their nutritionists, taxes. So there's so much that goes in there. So if you can go in there and make a few bucks, I'm not gonna be mad about it. Financially rewarding, of course. Floyd Mayweather's making a lot of money. I mean, look at Jake Paul. He's making a lot of money. He's gonna fight Silva pretty soon. A 60-40. I give Paul maybe 60 just because he's a lot younger and a little bigger. But Silva, see what he did to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Everybody thought Chavez Jr. was going to win. And Silva kept in there. He fought very smart, used his jab, was in and out. Totally frustrated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He ended up winning the fight. So honestly, I'm not counting him out. I give Silva almost a 50-50 on a good day. So I think it's going to be a pretty decent fight. Paul, I hope at some point he starts fighting real fighters, but in the meantime, he figure out a way to make some money. And, I'm not going to hate on it. Is he controversial? Yeah. Do a lot of people hate him or don't like him? Yeah. But that's basically what it is. I mean, look at Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people truly don't like him. A lot of people don't like Floyd Mayweather. But I respect what he's done for boxing. And put in simple terms, he comes from a disadvantaged family. He really struggled. His father in jail, his uncle in some trouble. He was raised by some other people. He was in a really bad country with top rank. He bought himself out, reinvented himself, and basically, started getting himself rewarded financially, making millions and millions of dollars. So he was very smart. And he was fighting some great boxers out there. Some people may disagree, but I think he has done a lot for boxing. I appreciate his defensive skills. Have you seen when he was younger? He actually used to fight a lot more, but then he had problems with his hands. But at this point, I just enjoy him to go out there doing his thing, have some fun, entertain the fans. He was an entertainer. He was the bad guy always, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody has been watching the videos. Don't forget to support your fighters and all the other great channels out there. I'll see you guys on the next one.